Who has missed a fur ball over the past couple of months? I am very sorry I've been away for so long. Some big life changes, but we got Gala to talk about, the Gala news, a little bit of legal news coming up, as well as film, some changes they've made. Oh man, we got stuff to dive into here because, it's been a couple months. So, first off, the Gala token, I'm going to say right now, with Bitcoin and movements and the greater market movements, we're going to see Gala token go up or down. Okay. We'll see some smaller changes as things go on, and you hear internal things such as like the Walking Dead Empires being sunset, maybe some other games in the future here that we'll probably hear getting sunset. But my point being, at the moment, I'm still holding my Gala, mostly because I think we can still have a decent pump from where we're at now. So that's me personally, not financial advice. But let's jump into the legal news because everybody wants to hear about this. So the short of the short is that Wright Thurston, his lawyers have withdrawn as counsel. Now, again, I'm a doctor, not a lawyer, so I don't know exactly what any of that means, but obviously there's no specific information of why, right? Because that's what client, attorney privilege and stuff. But the judge did go ahead and grant their motion to withdraw his counsel, so all his lawyers are gone. What that means is Wright Thurston has 21 days after the entry of this order, which was signed on the 24th of April, to either get new counsel or do pro se appearance, which I'm assuming means just like present yourself. And I don't know this is why I don't like to make assumptions, but if he doesn't, make appearance himself or get new lawyers, then it says that he can be basically receive dismissal or default judgment. Don't know how deep that goes. We already got a lot of evidence, in this court. So I don't know if the judge just looks at what has already been presented and then decides to make their judgment or what. But basically, I'll be staying abreast of this 21 days from now, see if he has got new counsel or kind of how this progresses, because this is definitely one of those things that we would like to have resolved, as I think it would just free up some things or maybe even some other projects that are, weary about getting in. I have no idea. Total speculation today. Now, this was pretty cool. Gala Film is partnering with LG Smart TVs. We've known this for a while. They've talked about it, reaching over 240 million fans globally, meaning, there's like 240 million people that have got these LG TVs, smart TVs. Now, Gala Film is starting to build up, what they have going. So when there is a Gala Film app that somebody can click on a TV, maybe you're exploring around, you can see like, oh, here's a cool Red Bull, show, or, I don't know if it's a show or a movie, documentaries. Okay, sports mini series. So it'll be numerous series here. This is just the trailer for it. But when we look at what we got kind of going on, we got another like docu-series, motorcycling across Italy. We had Any Last Words. We had I and Ico. The ones that I think are big that can make a splash is Witchboard, which 100% should come out in movie theaters, in my opinion. I think that's the only way. I think when this October comes around, if they wanted to do it then, it would maybe get the biggest push. Halloween time to really get a lot of, some revenue in theaters. And then Four Down, which is of course going to be kind of a documentary adaptation of the story there. That one, I don't know. I know they are having a screening down in Florida, so we do know it's done and ready to go. So it's just a question of who is going to basically put that on their streaming apps, Netflix, Amazon. Are they going to sell the rights to it? Do they have the rights to it? I don't know how the contracts are built out, but one thing I do know is Gala Film price has pretty much bottomed out here. It hasn't moved a whole bunch since then. It's around like 1.5 cents. Not a lot of motion, but not a lot of liquidity. So even if you wanted to buy up a lot of this right now, Uniswap's like the only place, and you're going to be pretty limited based on, your depth there and with some of the liquidity there. You could try to buy up a little bit, speculating here, that maybe that token is going to, grow in value as Gala Film grows, or you just let your Gala Film nodes run if you have them, and just keep accumulating token that way until there's some liquidity or centralized exchange. It's hard to kind of buy, start buying up this token. Like I wouldn't mind to, buy up some here, but man, with such a small liquidity pool, the Uniswap, it's pretty tough to do. And so that's Gala Film. I think there's some possibilities there for sure. So got to keep an eye on that. Now, big news from today, actually, maybe it was yesterday. I think it's today. Announcement on the future of the Walking Dead Empires. Most of us have played this game. They're going to go ahead and sunset the game. They didn't get a whole lot of motion movement there with that, I guess. I feel like it didn't really get a good enough try or a good enough kind of wheel going here to really, push this game forward and get this into the hands of the many, whether that was getting it on mobile or just having a good gaming cycle with economy and kind of what you were driving towards. It was really just, you built your base and you kept just kind of trying to upgrade your base, and then you're kind of done, when you got far along. So we didn't see much change with this game, honestly, over the past 9 months or so. And I think me and my kids might have been the only ones playing on it a month ago when they wanted to get back on there and play a bit. Now what they're doing with the NFT distributions, because since the Walking Dead Empire is being sunset, that essentially means it's dead, right? And Gala has decided to go ahead and take a snapshot. So anybody who holds Tweety heroes, lands, any of that stuff, they're going to be dropping these loot boxes, basically, that are all basically guaranteed to have like the same kind of things. They go through like the possible box contents. I'll leave the links down below. I'm not going to read through all of them, but essentially, I guess it's something. I think the game had some chance there, but I think it just needed to be on mobile for sure. Maybe get some clans and have some different growth there on like what the clan wars would look like, rewards, all kinds of fun stuff. It could have been fun, but that's where we are now. Now, talking about benefactor Eric Schurmeyer. I will say this: he continues to do things and continues to try to get Gala into different areas and really continue to try to grow Gala and galachain in general, even if that is pivoting away from certain things and looking for kind of what the winning choice is going to be here. He did jump on to a news network and give a little talk about how it was being at the White House breakfast for Easter and everything. If you guys didn't know, the White House did have Go Gala Games host some stuff there. They had this egg hunt game that they came out with, which was kind of like I'm gonna murder. We have this game on Galachain. I'm blanking what it is, but basically kind of reskinned for Easter. I played it. Yeah, it was fun. Definitely something to pass the time while you're waiting in the line and stuff. Bring a little bit of vision to Gala and Gala games in general. So I definitely don't think that's a bad thing. I don't think it's a bad thing to take a picture with Elon Musk. If you're able to get a little bit of drive with galachain, whether it's on any kind of government contract, that could bring some money, some new money in to help drive things with Gala. Because for me, if Gala the token gets utility, I would be happy, okay, in general. I really wanted specific things with games, all kinds of stuff, but if Gala token can drive utility and growth, that would be great. I am hesitant just because I know third-party devs and stuff have had difficulty building on galachain, and so if they've had difficulty building on that, and we would have to definitely white glove anything if the government wanted something. Oh, I don't have the tab pulled up. They did. Who was it? They talked or met with like one of the members of Congress too, who runs a site. I'm sorry, I don't have it pulled up. I should have pulled that up because that was pretty clever news too. Let me see if I can do it while we're just chatting away here. The next thing was Gala. It's bridgeable on Solana. We know it's bridgeable on Ton as well. Let's go ahead and see if it is here. Is this the site? No. Was it galachain.gov? Okay. Shoot. Forget where I saw it, and I didn't save the link, but basically I had a web page that was like a gala.gov webpage, talked about a bunch of different use cases and just things that they were kind of targeting there. And Osme was actually named in there as well. So interesting stuff, whether that was like Hyperledger Fabric, voting security, all kinds of applications that it could be used for. It's just whether we can get, a actual contract locked in at all. What I did want to mention is if you guys aren't following me on Twitter, you definitely should be, because I was giving away a grid node This was just simply for free. If you just tag 3 people, basically 21 people reposted this. So you had like almost a 5% chance of winning this. Not too many people jumped on here, but the winner was this folk when I did the picker. So congratulations to you. Shoot me a message here, hopefully soon, with your wallet address, so that I can get you that grid node. What else? Oh yeah, if you guys aren't in my Discord, you definitely should be there too, because I did go ahead and post the 2 winning wallet addresses. Let me pull this up and see where we're at here. The 2 winning wallet addresses in my announcements for the 2 grid nodes. So there's the 2 wallet addresses there. And then if you guys are one of these 2 wallet addresses, these are folks that are my premium Harry members on the community in Galaxis. So if you're one of these premium members, shoot me a message to confirm that that's who you are, because I don't want to send grid nodes to a wallet that is completely unaware and just have a dead node. That would be so sad. Let me know what you think about Gala and the movements that we've been making lately. I will definitely keep you apprised in case anything comes out, like us signing with any movie studios, or if we get any contracts or any of that fun stuff. But I am sitting tight at the moment. That's just me personally, okay? I am hesitant just like everybody else and concerned, but I think they are, in the top 100. I think that they're going to stay there during this next little pumpity pump, which I do think we're looking pretty good. Had an RSI cross up for Bitcoin. We had a breakout candle. So really, if this next candle confirms the breakout, I think we are going to have another pretty good little run, honestly. So looking excited for that. Really hope that does happen. So we can definitely get some gains locked in here soon. And as always, stay warm, Wookiees.